Ralph Lauren is one of the most popular fashion designers and is the founder of Ralph Lauren Corporation. Lauren went to day school, Manhattan Talmudical Academy, and finally graduated in 1957 from DeWitt Clinton High School. In 1968, Lauren called his first full menswear line Polo. The company launched a line of tailored shirts for women in 1971, which bore the Polo player emblem for the first time. He provided the costumes for the male cast members of The Great Gatsby movie in 1974. In 1981, the company went international, opening its first freestanding American designer store on New Bond Street in London's West End. The company went public on the New York Stock Exchange on June 12, 1997. Chicago's RL Restaurant with 98 seats opened in March 1999. Lauren's $350 million car collection was a highlight during New York Fashion Week in 2017. Ralph Lauren never went to fashion school, but still he made the best designs ever made. Ralph Lauren is one of the most popular fashion designers and is the founder of Ralph Lauren Corporation. His net worth is around $7 billion according to Forbes. His net worth tells how good he is at designing clothes. Interestingly, he never attended fashion school and he creates his own original ideas. Once he said, "I never thought I was in the fashion business. If someone said, 'Are you a fashion designer?' No, I hate fashion." Ralph Lauren Corporation is one of the largest fashion companies with around $6 billion in annual revenue and has around 22,000 employees. Want to know how Ralph Lauren became a fashion legend? Watch the full video. We at Business Chronicles tell the stories of extraordinarily successful people. Please subscribe to our channel to help us in making more videos. Ralph Lifshitz was born on October 14, 1939 in the Bronx, New York City, to Ashkenazi Jew immigrants Frida Cutler and Frank Lifshitz, a house painter and artist from what is now Belarus. The youngest of 4 siblings, he has 2 brothers and 1 sister. Lauren went to day school, Manhattan Talmudical Academy, and finally graduated in 1957 from DeWitt Clinton High School. He studied 2 years of business at City University of New York's Baruch College before dropping out. It is worth noting that 2 other design innovators, Calvin Klein and Robert Denning, also sprang from the Bronx's Jewish community. Lauren served in the Army from 1962 to 1964. He later worked as a sales assistant at Brooks Brothers and then became a salesman for a necktie company called Rivets. He then went to Beau Brummel, and it was there that he convinced the company's president to let him set up his own line of men's ties, which was how the Ralph Lauren Corporation began in 1967. In 1968, Lauren called his first full menswear line Polo. He conducted business from a single drawer at a showroom in the Empire State Building and had to make store deliveries personally. But his business prospered, and a year later, Bloomingdale's, the Manhattan department store, gave Lauren his own in-store boutique, which was the first time it had done so for any designer. The company launched a line of tailored shirts for women in 1971, which bore the Polo player emblem for the first time on the shirt's cuff. In that same year, Lauren opened the first individual store for an American designer on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, California. Lauren launched his first full women's collection in 1972, and in the same year, a polo shirt in a variety of colors with a signature cotton mesh came out. The polo player emblem on the chest became a signature style for Lauren and characterized the preppy look. The ad campaign's tagline was, "Every team has its color, Polo has 17." He provided the costumes for the male cast members of The Great Gatsby movie in 1974. They all wore 1920 suits and sweaters from Lauren's Polo line, apart from Jay Gatsby, played by Robert Redford, whose pink suit Lauren designed himself. Woody Allen and Diane Keaton also wore his clothing in the film Annie Hall. Bloomingdale's was chosen for the launch of Ralph Lauren fragrances in March 1978, with a simultaneous release of Lauren for women and Polo for men, the first time this had been done by a designer. In 1981, the company went international, opening its first freestanding American designer store on New Bond Street in London's West End. The first flagship store opened in 1986 in the Rhinelander Mansion on Madison Avenue and 72nd Street in New York City in 1986. With the help of Naomi Leff, a young design consultant, Ralph Lauren recaptured the rich magnificence of the original building. The company introduced the Polo sport line in 1992, followed by 10 more lines and the acquisition of other brands. They introduced the Ralph Lauren Purple label in 1995, and Lauren Ralph Lauren came along in 1996. The company went public on the New York Stock Exchange on June 12, 1997. Chicago's RL Restaurant with 98 seats opened in March 1999. It faced the city's largest Ralph Lauren store, sitting at the corner of Michigan and Chicago Avenues in a newly built property. Ralph's opened in 2010 in the Paris flagship store at 173 Boulevard Saint-Germain, while the Polo Bar at Polo's New York flagship opened its doors in 2015. Polo.com launched the company's online presence in 2000, and it was relaunched as RalphLauren.com in 2007. The corporation launched the exclusive JCPenney brand American Living in 2008, which was the largest cross-category launch in both companies' history. Lauren stepped down as CEO of the company in 2015 to be replaced by Stefan Larsson, but he maintained his connection with the business, assuming the roles of Chief Creative Officer and Executive Chairman. The 50th anniversary of the brand in 2018 saw Lauren celebrating the company's success at a grand fashion event at Bethesda Terrace in Central Park. He was attended by many celebrities including Jessica Chastain, Hillary Clinton, Robert De Niro, Kanye West, and Oprah Winfrey. Lauren married Ricky Ann Lowe Beer on December 20, 1964. They tied the knot in New York City after meeting 6 months earlier at a doctor's office where she worked part-time as a receptionist. Ricky Ann wrote the book The Hamptons: Food, Family, and History. They have 3 children together: Andrew, an actor, and film producer David, who is the Executive Vice President of Global Advertising, Marketing, and Communications at Ralph Lauren Corporation, and Dylan, owner of Dylan's Candy Bar in New York City. Ralph Lauren is the owner of a 17,000 square foot manor built in 1919 in Bedford, New York, as well as a 17,000-acre cattle ranch in Ridgeway, Colorado. He owns around 100 cars, some of them incredibly rare, including a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, 2 Ferrari TRs, 3 1996 McLaren F1s including an exceptionally rare McLaren F1 LM, a Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, a 1929 Bentley 4.5-liter, a Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic, a 1937 Bugatti Type 57 SC Gangloff, a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, a Bugatti Veyron, a 1930 Mercedes-Benz SSK Controsi, also known as the Black Prince, a 1938 Alfa Romeo 8C 2900B Mille Miglia, and a rare Lamborghini Reventon Roadster. His cars have won many awards at shows, and in 2005, the collection appeared at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. 17 of them appeared in 2011 at the Musée des Arts Décoratifs, Paris. Lauren's $350 million car collection was a highlight during New York Fashion Week in 2017. In 2014, Lauren said that he didn't like the term philanthropy because he simply saw giving as something that comes from the heart. He clearly has a big heart because he has given money and contributed his time to many noble causes. Lauren co-founded the Nina Hyde Center for Breast Cancer Research at Georgetown University Hospital, Washington, D.C. in 1989. Nina Hyde was a Washington Post fashion correspondent who sadly succumbed to the condition, and Ralph Lauren became involved to honor her memory. In 1994, he was chairman and logo designer for Fashion Targets Breast Cancer, which raises funds for public awareness of the condition internationally. The corporation launched its volunteer program in 2000 to involve staff and build meaningful community connections in the places where they work. The Pink Pony campaign helps level up cancer care and awareness in underserved and poor communities. The American Heroes Fund allowed Polo's 10,000 employees and customers around the world to personally get involved in the relief effort following the September 11th attacks. In 2003, the Ralph Lauren Center for Cancer Care and Prevention opened in Harlem. In 2004, the Polo Fashion School was founded, giving inner-city youth the chance to gain insights about the fashion industry from company executives. In 2006, the Polo Jeans Give, Get Involved Volunteer Exceed campaign was set up to promote community service through volunteering. Lauren gave $10 million in 1998 to preserve the original Star-Spangled Banner, the flag from 1813 that inspired Francis Scott Key to write the U.S. national anthem. It was unveiled 10 years later at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. In Britain, the Royal Marsden Ralph Lauren Center for Breast Cancer Research opened in 2016. Ralph Lauren never went to fashion school, but still he made the best designs ever made. His fashion sense enabled him to get a premium image across the United States, and this positive response made him carry on, and soon he became one of the biggest and most well-known fashion designers. Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.